The situation is serious, dear Smurfs! Gargamel is preparing a Smurfical plan to kidnap all the Smurfs! 4 of us have already disappeared! Oh, it's Papa Smurf talking.
Hefty Smurf, you are going to free them!
I can't do a good Papa Smurf, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do my normal, quote-unquote, normal voice. Hefty Smurf, you are going to free them! Watch out for yourself! For the smurfing will, I thought that was an E, will be long and riddled with traps. Good Smurf. I would have gone with Smurf luck, but that's just me. Anyways, hello, greetings, salutations everybody, and welcome to the channel of Flash with my brand new playthrough of The Smurfs, The Revenge of the Smurfs. Hey, wait a minute. Officially, this game is just called Revenge of the Smurfs. There is no the. It's just Revenge of the Smurfs. But I'm getting nitpicky. We don't need to worry about that. But anyways, Happy New Year, everybody! And today is a very special day, not just because it's 2023, but also it's because it's the 3-year anniversary of the channel of Flash. That's right. 3 years ago today, or 4 years ago today, 3, 4, I don't know. Anyways, on January 1st, 2020, that was when I uploaded my very first video on this channel. And now, we're in a brand new season. A new season with even more games, more action, more adventure, and more Flash coming at ya. And oh boy, I'm pretty gosh dang excited. So, I thought in order to commemorate this monumentous event, I will be going back to my roots. Kind of. I am playing another Smurfs game, but, it's kind of a remake. Not even kind of, it straight up is a remake. It's not even a remake, it's a port. A port and a remake are two very separate monsters, but this is a port of the Super Nintendo game that I played many moons ago. And I can't wait to get started. But before I even get started, we're gonna go to the options, because I just wanted to show you what the options are. I'm not really going to change anything. Not that there is anything to change. I mean, I guess if you want to turn off the music, but you don't want to turn off the music. The music in this game is so gosh darn good, it's going to bring your ears a melted... What? Melted? I don't know, it's going to melt your ears like butter. I think that's what I was trying to say. But yeah. So, am I gonna do the thing that I did with my last Let's Play of Kirby's Nightmare Dreamland and Kirby's Adventure, where I just went and observed and speculated all of the differences that both versions had to offer? I will do that, but not to like the same extent that I did with Kirby. I'm just gonna call him like I see him, and right now I call him that there's no hard mode in this game, because in the Super Nintendo version, and yes, that's the version I'm going to be referencing for the most part, because there actually was a Sega Genesis version of the game too. That 16-bit Genesis version of the game that I did not play, because I never grew up with that version. I only grew up with the Super Nintendo version. Anyways, the difference between the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis really isn't that different. It's not like the Animaniacs situation where the Super Nintendo Animaniacs is like a completely different game than the Sega Genesis Animaniacs. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Get ready, that's coming soon. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna be referencing the Super Nintendo version for the most part. And, what was I saying before I even got on a tangent? Oh yeah, the Super Nintendo version. That version had the option where you could like turn on easy, normal, or hard mode. But no, this game is just normal mode. You can't make it any harder or easier, so there's that. Oh, the minigames. Yeah, new minigames are added to this game. And actually, the Super Nintendo version did have some bonus games you could play that I never knew about until starting this, doing this Let's Play and doing the research for this Let's Play. I mean, research, I make it sound like it's so in-depth with knowledge that you need to know about this game, but in my limited research that I did for this game, I found out that there was actually a bonus games you could do in the Super Nintendo. But the only way you can unlock it is if you collected... I'm not even gonna get into it. I'll tell you more about it when we actually get inside the level, where it's gonna be a lot more relevant. You know, forget it, I'll just say it right now. In the levels, you can collect these stars, and if you collect enough stars, if you collect every single star, you get to access the bonus room. But it's only for certain levels that you have to collect all the stars. Not in every level, just in certain levels. And I did not meet that requisite, so I never actually knew about the bonus games. Which is weird, because I actually found that out because I was listening to the sound test, and... Okay, I'm just kidding, I'll tell you more about it. We're gonna start this game. Oh yeah, this is like 1-player, 2-player. I'm not gonna play the mini games now, I'll save that for the end of the Let's Play. But yeah, I'll tell you more about that while we actually start the game. I've been lingering on this screen for way too long. Let's just get started. I could just talk all day. But yeah, something right off the bat that's different is that we actually have a level selection this time around. But, you can actually select which stage you want to play first. But that's only in like the first area. You can't actually select the other areas yet. So yeah, we still have to do the areas in order, but the actual individual levels within that area, we can do in any order we want. But of course we're not going to do that here. We're going to go in order because, what, you want to start off with the Black Forest, then make it all the way back to the village or something? No, that doesn't even make sense. You start off on the village and you make your way towards Gargamel's house. Oh, yeah, spoiler alert, Gargamel's the final boss. Whoever saw that coming. But yeah, that makes no sense, starting from the forest, going back home. Man, I guess you could make the argument that he forgot his wallet, so he had to make his way all the way back home. I don't know. That's my Smurf headcanon. Even though the Smurfs are not capitalist, they don't believe in money. Except for that one... No, I'll save it. I'm not gonna get into a real big ol' Smurf tangent yet. We're gonna be here all day. Let's get started. Holy shit. Okay. So, right off the bat, what can we do? Once again, the pelvic thrust is back. And so is his yawn. Come on, Hefty, don't be yawning. If you really are Hefty, I'll get into that later. Anyways, what can we do? So, just like the Super Nintendo version, you can jump. You can run. Oh, brand new running animation in this game. So yeah, you can do that. Run, jump, crawl, crouch and crawl, go inside doors, go up the chimney, and do all that good stuff. So, one thing I want to point out is that this game has got a lot easier than the Super Nintendo version. Thank the Lord, because the Super Nintendo version was one Herculean task to complete, if I do say so myself. And one way they made this game easier is by doing this. You can slip, but you don't take any damage. See, I would have been dead already if I was playing the Super Nintendo. Oh, these stars right here. Okay, so this is something different about the stars. If you collect all the stars in every single level, you get to unlock all the minigames this game has. For the most part. There actually is one minigame you can't unlock unless you actually put in a password. But once again, I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Man, I have so many things to say about this game. I gotta get my bearings. Okay. So yeah, the puddles don't take off any damage in this game. That Smurf throwing water out of his house is still an asshole. Some things never change. Okay, so what else? Flying Smurf is actually here. I don't know if that's really Flying Smurf, because from what I can surmise, this game is based off the 80s cartoon, and in the 80s cartoon, Flying Smurf never made an appearance within the actual show. He was only like in the comics. I don't know. For all we know, that could be Dreamy Smurf. He always has like these fantastical fantasies of whimsy and all that stupid shit. Okay, so what we want to do is collect all the stars. Oh, these leaves right here. So the sarsaparilla leaves, they function different than what they did in Super Nintendo, because in this game, no, out of the way, Farmer Smurf. If you really are Farmer Smurf, I mean, you're doing farm work, so I assume you're Farmer Smurf. But then again, I'm sure more than one Smurf can do farm work. I don't think only Farmer Smurf has the ability to do farm work. That would be quite problematic for the village. I don't know how they would be able to function. Anyways, the leaves! Oh my god, I got it off on another tangent. Okay, the leaves! So they work different in this game. As you can see, I just took damage, but I didn't lose any of my hearts. Oh, this checkpoint. The golden hat is a checkpoint. Yeah, this game has checkpoints now. Super Nintendo did not. But anyways, yeah, 10 leaves is actually a hit point now. So that's why I didn't take damage. But you saw I lost 10 leaves. That was my substitute hit point. So that's the only purpose of the leaves. I know in the Super Nintendo version, I think if you collected 25, you got an extra life. But in this game, there are no lives. Yeah, look at my HUD. No lives, no points, no score. I mean, and no timer. That's what I meant, not score. I mean, yeah, there is no score, but there's also no timer. They completely got rid of all of that during this game, which I actually do like. I do like that. Points are a pretty archaic feature. They were archaic by the time this game came out, the original, back in like 1994. Like, nobody needs points. Points are only for arcade machines to see if you can get a high score. If we're talking about platformers, all you just want to do is make it to the end and beat the game. Nobody cares if you make it to the end with 100,000 points, or whatever. Oh, also, one more difference. Man, I could go on all day about the differences between this game and the Super Nintendo. But, yeah, in this game, fortunately, if you have enough health, you don't actually collect the Smurf berry. So that's another quality of life thing. You can't go around wasting Smurf berries if you're already at full health. Oh yeah, I got all the stars. So, as you can see, or as you will see, I'm going back for that leaf. That bothered me so much I missed that leaf. But yeah, since I got all the stars in this stage, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. And that's the exit! Yes! Woohoo! Don't forget the secret code, 14226. Oh yeah, this game still uses passwords. Huh, lame. They can't just straight up save your game, you have to enter in a password. But, keep this on the hush-hush, but I'm actually playing this on an emulator. Aren't I naughty? So I have save states! Who needs passwords? But I need to go to the forest. Let's go! Oh, they have this, yeah, new thing. They have those little tutorials, mini tutorials they have. So that's nice. And like I said in like Kirby's Adventure, or I guess Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland playthrough, I think they made games easier for kids nowadays than they were back then. I mean, by nowadays, this game came out in like 2002, so when I say nowadays, I mean 20 years ago. And that's pretty wild to think about. But yeah. There are a lot of little things they do to make this game just slightly easier. Which I do approve. This game's a handheld, you're meant to take this on the go. It shouldn't be that big of a challenge. And I think I missed a star. Oh no, I didn't miss a star, not yet. No way. Okay! Oh boy, what else do I need to talk about? I think I've pretty much covered everything. Oh wait, one more thing I forgot to cover. One more pretty major difference. I mean, I won't be utilizing this feature a lot, but I'm just gonna show it off for the sake of showing it off. So if you hold down the L button and move to, ooh. Okay, good, he's turned around. Okay, I thought he was gonna attack me. But yeah, if you hold the L button, you can move the camera around like this, so you can see what's coming and going and all that stuff. But again, I don't really see myself using this feature all that much. It does make sense why they would add this, because you're on a Game Boy Advance, this is a smaller screen. So, having the ability to look in many directions, oh, like right here. If you just look down, you can see there's a hidden area down there with a star. So, yeah, I guess that's why. That's the one time in this entire Let's Play I'm gonna use that. So, don't get too used to that. And the golden hat. It kind of looks like Grandpa Smurf's hat, but he has a yellow hat. Yellow is not gold. People think yellow is gold, but no, they're two very distinct colors. If you want to consider gold an actual color. Oh, this Caterpillar guy, he was brown in the Super Nintendo, now he's yellow. He's a golden Caterpillar. Wait, I literally just said yellow and golden are two different ones, and then I immediately go back on what I said and started conflating the two colors. If you even want to consider gold a color. It's a color. To make life easier, let's just refer to it as a color. No need to get pedantic about it. Ooh, okay. Ooh, oh, okay, here we go. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Almost to the exit. It's just right there. So, is everybody having a good 2023? I know today's January 1st, so it's a bit too early to even gauge if you're having a good, or is it gauge? Is it gauge or gauge? G-A-U-G-E, gauge, gauge, I don't know. Wow, I'm like really high in the air. Oh yeah, something new. Something new about these password screens. They actually got new icons. So, as you can see, the Dreamy Smurf, I think that's Dreamy Smurf. I think that's supposed to be Dreamy Smurf in the Astro Smurf episode. I think that was episode 1, actually, of the 80s show. I mean, that's like the only show of Smurfs. Actually, they're actually... I won't talk about it now. I'll talk about it later. I cannot forget it, because this is a point I actually really do want to get into, but I'll talk about it later. Okay, and on the very right, number 3, that's Hefty. I think that's actually what Hefty looks like. Even though he never had a tank top in the show, but he definitely does have that tattoo, because that is Hefty. Even though in the intro it said the Smurf we're playing as is Hefty, but that is clearly not Hefty. That's literally just some random Smurf. I don't know if that's something that just got lost in translation, but it's pretty misleading. It's pretty disingenuous. The tree! We're going up the tree. Okay, so if we want to go all the way to the right, there's a star over here. Okay, watch out for the squirrel. Okay, I want to talk about this. So this is a relic of the Super Nintendo. This thing right here in the background that's like swiping its leaf at me, this would... Fuck you. This would normally give me damage if in the Super Nintendo version if I was playing on hard mode. But if you play on normal mode in the Super Nintendo version, this thing doesn't appear at all. But in this game it actually does appear, but it gives you no damage, so yeah. Forget about that. That thing's useless. It's so worthless. Well, what was there's something I wanted to talk about. What did I want to talk about? Oh, crap. Like, right when I was on the password screen, I almost got into a topic that I totally forgot. Shit. This is gonna be bothering me now. What was it? What did I want to talk about? Well, okay. I need to take baby steps back to where I was. I gotta recollect my memories. I was talking about Dreamy Smurf, Astro Smurf. They got new password icons. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I'm gonna look back at this in editing and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I'll probably bring up the topic in episode 2 if I remember. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go back to the game's title. This game is called Revenge of the Smurfs. It's funny because there's an actual episode of the show that has the exact same title, Revenge of the Smurfs. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but because the episode in question has nothing to do with the plot of this game's story. They're two completely different plot points. Because in the episode of Revenge of the Smurfs are literally getting revenge on the humans who it's very drastic, who destroyed their village. I mean, of course, the humans did it unintentionally. They were fighting amongst themselves, and the Smurf village just happened to get caught in the crossfire. Because, of course, the Smurf village is hidden from humans. They don't know it exists, except for Gargamel and a few other human characters in the show. Like Johan and Pee-wee, they know. I think Lord Balthazar knows. Hagatha knows. Who else? Prince Gerard, he knows. Okay, I'm getting way into the Smurf lore right now. So, 07801, I believe the present and the cake are two new icons that weren't in the original? I believe they are. And if I believe, that means it's real. That's the power of the channel of Flash, bringing my thoughts into reality. The bridge! Let's go! Okay, I really like this level. I like what they did with the level, actually. Normally, I don't like yellow. Oh, that bee right there, that was a butterfly in the original, but they changed it to a bee. And also, you can actually kill this bee this time. Did you see the eyes on that bees? It started bugging out. Get it? Bugging out. Anyways, I do like this yellow aesthetic. I know in my Kirby's Nightmare and Dreamland playthrough, I said I normally don't like sunsets and all that, but it's different this time. I wouldn't really call this a sunset. It's kind of a... Oh no! The fish! Anyways, yeah, I really like the aesthetic of this, because in the Super Nintendo, it was just a blue sky, but they made a yellow sunset-y. I actually do like the yellow sunset in this version. I just don't like it in Kirby. Okay, yeah, if you just fall down those platforms, you can actually... find the hidden area down here and get the star. That's the second time the fish killed me. Why don't I learn from it? I just started getting these all stuttery and tongue-tied over there. Why don't I ever learn from my mistakes? I mean, I have been playing this game since 2020. I mean, not this game. I have been Let's Playing since 2020. But I feel like I haven't learned much. How much have I really learned? I don't know. I've learned some better editing techniques, I guess. I've learned how to be a bit flashier. But being flashy is something... Oh, shit, the bee. I don't believe there are any... Oh. Yeah, shows what I know. I was about to say I don't believe there are any stars around here, but I clearly proved myself wrong. Oh, I didn't jump far enough. Damn. So the good thing about dying is that you keep all the stars you collect. And you actually start off with the same amount of sarsaparilla leaves that you started the level with. So there really is there's no huge penalty for dying in this game. Which I kind of like and I don't like at the same time. Because the worst case scenario is that you waste your time, you actually have to do the level again. Oh, also, a minor difference back there. If you saw that fish in the water, then, yeah, sometimes in this game, the fish actually stay in the water. Ah, fuck. Yeah, the fish actually stay in the water. You can actually see the fish in the water. That's what I'm trying to say. You can see the fish in the water before they jump out. But that doesn't happen every time. It only happens sometimes. Okay, clearly that's not what I was supposed to do. I don't know why I'm messing up so bad. I've done this level before. I actually did practice runs of this. I've done a few practice runs of this. I don't know why. It's why I'm playing like have some sort of disability or something. But I swear, I'm a good Smurfs player. I'm a really good Smurfs player. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, what you want to do right here, go all the way down here. Then jump! Oh, crap. I swear that's what you're supposed to do. I think I was just on the wrong bird. Damn that bird. Why is he making me look like a fool? Why does everything in life make me want to look like a fool? Speaking of riding on birds, this game would be a lot easier if we could just ride on feathers. And if you don't know who Feathers is, that's the name of the stork that just Smurfs use as like a pet that they fly around on in the show. And if you're gonna say, oh, but the show isn't canon to this game, I beg to differ because if you actually look at the actual minigame from the original Super Nintendo version, there is a minigame where you do ride around on feathers. So that is an actual thing that is established within this continuity. So I don't know why they don't just do that all the way to Gargamel's house. Because in the actual show, every time whenever the Smurf gets kidnapped by Gargamel, they don't go through this entire adventure through all these fucking bridges and mountains and shit just to... What am I doing wrong? Yeah, they don't go through all these mountains and forests and shit just to get to Gargamel's house. But then again, you could also argue that not every single Smurf is going to be captured at Gargamel's house. Some Smurfs are captured in other locations besides his house. So I guess that's another argument you can make in order to justify why the Smurfs aren't just going directly to Feather's house. I mean, I guess you can argue that about like a lot of games too. Like in Ocarina of Time, why can't you just get Kapora Gabora, the owl, to just fly around everywhere? Like, he does fly around in certain locations. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. The hidden area that I was trying to get to is actually over here, not in the other area. Oh my god. I had a brain fart. A brain smurf. I smurf farted. Smurfs don't fart. They don't even have anuses. I know they don't have dicks. And no, I'm not just quoting like Donnie Darko or anything. That's actually something that's confirmed in the show. Because there's an actual episode that actually showed their genitalia! Or like where the genitalia would be if they had genitalia, and there's nothing there. Oh shit, don't kill me. Okay, good. Yeah, it was in one of the Season 9 episodes. And oh man, Season 9. I know seasonal rot is like a thing in a lot of shows that last for a long time. Because Season 9 was the final season of the Smurfs, but... Oh man, the Smurfs just really started declining when the Smurflings got introduced. I'm sorry. I know people do like Smurflings, but... In my opinion, whenever they got introduced to the show, that's just when things got stupid and ridiculous. I mean, of course, before that, the Smurfs, it's a children's show, so of course it's gonna be like, kind of silly and stupid in its own ways, but it was charming. But clearly the Smurflings were only introduced to the show in order to introduce a new demographic, or like, relate to a demographic of the show. Okay, yeah, we want to go down here. Perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna be quiet now and turn up the music because this music is very special. But not for the reason you're thinking of. Okay, so I'm gonna explain why this music is special later. Just keep in mind that this music is special. Okay, so this is a black Smurf right here. So, normally in the original Super Nintendo version, if you touch a black Smurf, you automatically die. But in this version, yeah, you get turned into a black Smurf, but you don't die right on the spot. Thank God, because insta-kills are very, very unfriendly towards a Smurf. Nobody likes insta-kills in video games. Nobody! I don't care who you are. Oh yeah, the same thing would happen if I touched a black fly too. That would be an instant kill. Something I don't understand about these black Smurfs is that... yeah, go inside the tree stump, you get a star. Alright, so you actually kill the black Smurfs in this game. But if you actually watch the actual show with the black Smurfs, or I guess if you live in America, they're the purple Smurfs, but you know, it's the same thing. But yeah, it's weird because those aren't artificial Smurfs. Those are like real Smurfs that live in the village who just happen to get corrupted by the black fly. So, in other words, they can be put back to normal, but in this game we just straight up murder them, which I always found really weird. Like, why would you... like, they can be reverted back to normal and saved. They're not, like, just some random artificial Smurfs who have nothing to do with, like, the main Smurf village. Ooh, that was my bad. So, I don't know why we just kill them. That seems so morally wrong. A Smurf wouldn't do that to his own brother. I guess you could also make the argument that we're just knocking them unconscious, and then presumably we're going to be going back for them after the adventure is over. So, I guess that's one piece of headcanon you could use. Aw, that gopher right there. He's mean. He's a big meanie head. But yeah! That's one piece of headcanon if you don't want to get all morbid about this. Okay, there's a golden checkpoint. Don't fall into that stump. If you go into that stump, it's just gonna put you back in the area with the mole that just gave us a hit. And we don't want to do that now, do we? The answer is no. N-O. No, 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 no! Okay, guys, we're getting close to the exit. What was I even talking about before this? I think I was talking about the Season 9 seasonal rot. Oh yeah, Season 9. I was not a big fan of Season 9 of the show. Because Season 9 had all that time travel shenanigans, and it was really dumb. Like what? They went to ancient Japan and met these tiny little mice? Like what? Apparently there are anthropomorphic animals in the show now, so that's weird. I know it's kind of weird to say that the Smurfs jumped the shark, but animals talking and walking like humans is something that's definitely should not be within the Smurfs canon. Because the Smurfs are actually, like, you know, friends with all the animals and stuff. Especially Natural Smurf. That's like his whole shtick. Which is a weird name in and of itself. Natural Smurf. Like, how is a Smurf natural? That implies that every other Smurf is artificial. And yes, you could make that argument about Smurfette. Or Sassette. And I don't know what the hell's going on with Nanny. Oh, that's a whole other can of worms that... Oh man, Nanny Smurf. What were they doing when they created her? They have to know that putting Nanny Smurf into the show would create so many questions. Like, up until that point, it's been very established that there are no naturally occurring female Smurfs. Because Smurfette and Sassette were both, like, created by Gargamel. Well, no, technically Sassette was created by the Smurflings, but they did use Gargamel's potions and stuff, and his formula, so... The point is, they were both artificially created. There are no naturally occurring Smurfs. But then Nanny Smurf comes out of nowhere, like, what? Like, where does she come from? Was she artificially created too, or, like, what's the deal here? Did she come from a stork? I don't know. It makes no sense. Oh yeah, boss time. Bosses have a health bar now. They're pretty easy. It's still the same, super easy, same shit. And I essentially have 9 hit points right now. Because, you know, every 10 leaves is a hit point. So yeah, this is just what you want to do. You just want to jump on their heads. There's so many black Smurfs. I assume one of those Smurfs is Lazy Smurf. Because he was the first Smurf to get infected by the black fly. So he's what do you call the first person in a pandemic to be infected? Like Ground Zero? Not Ground Zero. Patient Zero? I think that's what it's called. Patient Zero. Yeah, Lazy Smurf is a Patient Zero of the black Smurfs.
Well done! You have found Jokey Smurf. He will help you to find Brainy Smurf. Now, it's Jokey Smurf's turn to play. You'll find his gifts very useful for crossing the lake. Amazing! I really can't do a good Papa Smurf voice, oh my god. I need Jonathan Winters here. Even though he wasn't a voice in the actual cartoon. He was the voice of Grandpa Smurf though, that's cool. It's cool how they got one of the original voice actors for the Smurf cartoon to get another voice within the actual movie. Even though the Smurf movie was really, really stupid and bad. Me don't like it. Me don't like it at all. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for joining me in episode 1 of The Revenge of the Smurfs. And this has been the Channel of Flash. And I will see you in episode 2 where we take on the lake, the haunted lake, the field, the dam, the swamp, and of course a boss. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure I did. Okay, good, I got every single star, except for the boss, because there are no stars in boss fights. Yeah, So doing that, we unlocked a new minigame. I'll show that off right now. Yep, a new minigame. I'm not gonna show it off yet. Like I said, I'll wait till the end of the Let's Play to actually show off all the minigames. But yeah, thanks you all for joining me. This has been the channel of Flash. I've been playing the Smurfs Revenge of the Smurfs on the Game Boy Advance. I don't think I've ever actually said that. This game is for the Game Boy Advance. Came out in 2002. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Goodbye. See you later.